Coming up on this week's headlines.
The Avengers Doomsday cast was just announced, and while we're excited, are they setting up some of our fan favorites to die? I don't know, but it sure seems like it. But before we get to that, let's look at some of our nerdy news and headlines you might have missed throughout the week.
Speaking of Doomsday, more casting is being teased.
Fans are super divided over the Coco 2 announcement.
And finally, a new live-action adaptation is coming to Netflix.
My name's Taylor, and that's Destiny, and this is In Case You Missed It for the week of March 24th.
Are you one of the many people who waited the 5 hours just not to see your favorite people return for Doomsday? Well, I have some good news for you. Doom himself, Robert Downey Jr., tweeted, "That's what you call a deep bench of talent. Actually, it's more like a row, but an extra long one. That must be it, right?" And Marvel Studios responded by saying, "There's always room for more." So this is an obvious tease that more casting is coming. But I do wonder how many people they're going to bring in for Doomsday and how many people they're going to save for Secret Wars. My money's on Famke Janssen and Halle Berry for completing the X-Men core. Since Spider-Man 4 is coming out around the same time as Doomsday, I wouldn't be surprised if they save Tom Holland for Secret Wars.
Disney announced that they're currently working on a Coco 2, and it seems to be dividing the fan base. A lot of people are saying that we don't need a Coco 2 because the first one wrapped up so perfectly, and they're just saying it would be lazy. While I agree it might be a little lazy, it is one of the smartest things that Disney can do. The first Inside Out and Moana did great as single-story movies, but their sequels, while unnecessary, were still billion-dollar hits. There's been an outcry for Disney to put out more original movies, but when they did, like Elemental, it didn't do great in theaters. However, it really found its legs on Disney+. So is Coco 2 unnecessary? Maybe, but if you look at the trends, it could be a huge success for Disney. I mean, they gotta pay Robert Downey Jr. somehow.
A live-action Scooby-Doo series is coming to Netflix. I don't know how to feel about this. I mean, they did do good with Wednesday, One Piece, and The Last Airbender. I just want to see Matthew Lillard and the OG cast come back.
Wait, I don't think Scooby would still be alive.
Oh, never mind.
This past Wednesday, Marvel Studios announced almost 30 cast members that are going to be in Avengers Doomsday. In a 5.5-hour live stream, it gained over 275 million views. While I am excited to see some of these characters return, like James Marsden, Alan Cumming, Ian McKellen, I do think their returns are setting us up for heartbreak in the end. They have to establish Doom as a huge threat heading into Secret Wars, and what better way to do that than to wipe out some of our favorites? As much as we love these X-Men, it's safe to say that most of them won't be in our universe going forward. Let's talk about it. Alright, so we've got Jermaine in here. Do you think some of our fan favorites are going to die from the casting list that we have?
I can't see how you don't kill anybody in Doomsday. I know we're setting up Secret Wars, but just like we did Infinity War, we knew at the time is Infinity War Part 2. Mm-hmm. I don't think you can't have Thanos doing a snap in Infinity War, half the characters getting away, and then you have Doomsday come and they all like make it through it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's heartbreaking because I feel like we're all so excited. I mean, the original X-Men, like, that is huge news, but I'm like, it's literally called Doomsday for a reason. So yeah. I just feel like, I don't know, we're in for some heartbreak. I'm not ready for it, but I'm ready.
I'm ready. It's going to be exciting. And I think that this is smart. Kind of introduce James Marsden again. I wanted to see him in Deadpool and Wolverine. Introduce him again as Cyclops, the OG, my favorite. And Alan Cumming. Like, we haven't seen him since X2, fan favorite. To get him to come back, I don't think that you can keep these actors for 2 movies. I mean, maybe you can.
I mean, they could just drag it out into Secret Wars, though. I don't know. What do you think?
They could drag it out, but then I don't think that you would announce these big characters and not give them something to do. Like, okay, like have Doom like be a threat, and then they go up against them, and then consequences. Okay, now you have Doom establishing his dominance for the OG X-Men, and now they're gone, and that leads into Secret Wars. That's what I feel like has to happen in this film. As much as I don't want it to, I feel like it has to happen.
Yeah, I agree. Do you think that there's going to be another casting announcement, since people are so disappointed that there's no Tom Holland and, you know, all of our other favorites that aren't in it.
What Destiny said, I think, I agree with what Destiny said. How Famke Janssen, Halle Berry, it'll be a riot if Famke Janssen and Halle Berry is not in this cast to make up to make up the rest of the X-Men.
Yeah,
I do think we're gonna see Hugh Jackman and Wolverine. But other than that, I'm trying to think who else could fit in a Doomsday story. I just or
do you think Spider-Man's gonna be in it?
It would be great if we saw Tom Holland, but because of Spider-Man 4, even if we do see him in Doomsday, I don't think it'll be a big role. I don't think it'll be a major role.
Yeah, I agree. People are kind of banking on him seeing, of course, Robert Downey Jr. as, seeing Iron Man as Doomsday and like it being this big moment.
Yeah, and I feel like it'll be a big moment in Secret Wars. I think they're going to treat Spider-Man 4 just like how they treated Ant-Man and the Wasp. I think that it's going to bridge in, fill in the blanks between Doomsday and Secret Wars. I'm not really sure how, or kind of like a prequel to Doomsday. Okay, he was busy and that's why he wasn't there. That's what I think is going to do.
Probably, yeah.
Can you imagine if they announced Tom Holland and then he died in Doomsday just for them to announce Miles Morales? That would be something.
That would be something. They're not going to do that.
We would see Tom Holland Spider-Man die twice, once in Infinity War and once in Doomsday. Which one would be the most heartbreaking?
I don't know. He's already got enough trauma for the whole MCU.
Would it be Mr. Stark, I don't feel too good, or hey, Mr. Stark, oh, you're okay, ripped out your spleen?
Yeah, that would be
like,
worse.
Oh my God.
They're not going to do that. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, he's already got the most trauma and the most heartbreaking story, so maybe they will.
What do you think? You think anybody?
I think it'd be awful. His girlfriend already don't remember him.
Like,
man is going through it.
Right, he's already starting over. Nobody knows who he is. And then
but to bring Miles Morales would be crazy, especially with the whole Spider-Verse drama with the actor that plays him.
Oh no, they're not. There's no way they're touching Shamik Moore. They can't even get the Spider-Verse beyond the Spider-Verse like up and running. That's gonna come like in like 2028 or something like that.
So you think they would bring a whole new character?
Oh yeah, for sure. It would be sad, but he's definitely going to be in Secret Wars. Like I feel like the Tom Holland Spider-Man is definitely going to be in Secret Wars, but I don't know. He's one of my favorite Spider-Man, but I can't see him dying at the end when it's all said and done. Maybe not Doomsday, but Doomsday, I do think they're gonna announce more OG characters. The rest of the X-Men, maybe Iceman, Bobby Drake, but I can't see them, especially someone like Alan Cumming. I can't see them getting him as Nightcrawler twice. I just maybe I'm wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong, but
you're probably right.
They're setting us up perfectly for disaster, for all of us to leave the movie theater in shambles.
Yeah.
Have everybody talking, us making videos about it, and then waiting for sequels just like they did in Game. That's what I think they're gonna do.
True. This has been the Unprofessional Critics, in case you missed it.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
And we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Subscribe for more headlines throughout the week, games, and 60-second reviews.